Okay, a little later than planned. Let's see if we can finish off the distance on Nightmare with our melee team. Rosita is coming along bringing the Riot Shield so that we can herd some walkers. Beth is coming along with the Sawtooth Blade. No, actually she's going to bring the Croat's Knife. And Ezekiel is here with a mace. I would rather bring Tyrese. I really would, but he is in the red already. And that makes this tricky because we got some tough targets that we've got to deal with. Yeah, I'm at a bit of a loss as to how to do that. We're gonna have we didn't. Well, we can't do that, can we? We can't stun spikies. Gonna have walkers coming in every turn, and that's a bit of a problem. If I go here, Ezekiel should bat back that spiky. I'm worried about this guy as well. I don't know. Yeah, I think I left Ezekiel flipping open to the wolves there. We can herd people. Rosita gets tons and tons and tons of hits. Our buddy here is not affected by herd. Let's leave Ezekiel there. Beth, get a K here. Create your little hurty circle thing. Actually, kind of worried about that guy. He could reach her. Let's move Ezekiel forward. We want to get people forward if we can. Okay, this isn't great. We're now got a character sort of blocked off. Rosita cannot get through. Get rid of them. Beth gets through. Put Ezekiel there and he bats this guy back. This guy can also reach Zeke. We could do this. He could also reach Zeke, that normal guy. Maybe we put Rosita there. Get Beth as far forward. Yeah, I was concerned. I was really concerned that poor old Ezekiel would come a cropper, and he did. I want to keep going with this concept. I think these two lasses are in trouble. I don't know if we can just outright kill anything with one hit, even if it's charge. I don't think we can. Yeah, Rosie's struggling. It's just... I needed a different team. I needed a different tactic for this particular mission. I think we're going to have to switch to ranged. Tyrese, I don't know. I don't know what we can do without Tyrese. He is just so useful. Gonna use the classic line up here. Oh no, can't do that yet. She looks really goofy in that get up. Wearing high heels to slay zombies. That gun does not suit you either. I mean, it doesn't suit anybody anyway, but... Yeah, I would be really, really keen to know if anybody's got any really good workable strategies for melee, how to deal with these kinds of tough walkers at a very high level, because I'm just don't tend to know what to do. I mean, you've always got the option of using your ranged characters, but sometimes I want to, you know, use the melee characters. It's just that simple. I know that Rick obviously massively increases the power of your charge attacks, bounces charge points around. I don't know if there is some really interesting way to use him to really good effect. I mean, there might be. I know that Beth obviously has got a power that makes it so that she could really hurt anyone, regardless of how tough they are. But I don't know how to quite leverage that and kind of keep her safe as well. For the most part, I do find that ranged teams are just better than melee teams. But not always. There are some skills that close-up characters have got, which can be very useful. It tends to be more circumstantial. Generally speaking, I would stand by the idea that ranged teams are better, but sometimes you really can leverage the advantage of the guys who like to get up close and personal, and their abilities can make all the difference. I cannot believe that this guy has not died yet. There you go. He would have dropped dead anyway, just due to the fire, but I want to deal with the matter personally. Gutted to have lost two people, two great people. Ezekiel and Rosita, just this close to the end, but hey, it happens. I'm sure they will be very happy walkers. Okay, this one's always a little bit of a question mark as to what is around the corner. I mean, I don't see anything that's a big risk. Good. I kind of needed you to be rooted or stunned or something, and bless you. You obliged. Exactly what I needed. Okay, let's get you up here. We're going to start having walkers flooding in every turn, because that's just what happens on this map. They get down to that very last tiny sliver of health, and then it just sort of seems to stay there for ages. They have like a micromillimeter of health left in their health bar, and it still takes 3 turns to kill them, or at least that's how it seems. Could be because we're relying on Mercer to do a lot of damage with his man-at-arms skill. That takes off a percentage of the enemy's remaining hit points. That's why he can do so much damage. But then the more damaged they are, the less of an impact that percentage of the health points is going to make. Ugh. It does kind of make sense. It's just not really thrilling discussion topic, I guess. Okay, 3 turns for Sasha to open that door. I think we're going to do it. One of the things that comes with sometimes mixing teams up, using melee teams or using characters that don't often use, is that you go back to your favourites and you find that you can be more effective with them. So there is something that I think is a good training technique, not just for the game, but for a lot of things, is to really sort of like push yourself, try with setups or just try things that you wouldn't normally do. Doesn't really matter what it is in life. If you can risk failing, then you should fail big. with some big swings, because then even if you don't find something that works with the way that you're doing it, you might learn how to use, the tools that you prefer to use better. So, for example, using teams that aren't Sasha, Yumiko, and Mercer will make you better at using Sasha, Yumiko, and Mercer. And you probably fail, and you'd probably be banging your head against the wall, and you'd be like, "This is nuts. I keep failing." But that's a very, very good teacher. Mix things up. He says using Mercer, Yumiko, and Sasha. Okay. This is a tricky one. This is a tricky map. We're gonna have walkers flooding in from flipping everywhere. They really do just start coming in from everywhere. And the farther across the map we are early on, the better. I mean, we've barely got off the starting blocks. We are keeping Mercer charged. He's our Snowpiercer. He's the one who's just getting us through these mountains of walkers. Yes, Io? Cat's come to join me. What is it? You want to go out? Well, I'll finish this mission first. Still remember the first time completing the distance on Nightmare. I think I remember the first time completing it on hard, and it was just such a challenge. And wow, it was such a good feeling. I remember being just absolutely over the moon. I love that with your favorite videos games, there's just going to be these iconic moments, and it's kind of fun because you might be able to share them, or they might just be a thing that kind of just means something to you. I of course was doing these videos, so I got to share beating the distance on Nightmare for the first time with everyone, and it really did actually make it stand out more. It is nice when you do something awesome in this game and everyone gets to see it. And of course it's terrible when you have an awful one in Last Stand or something, and it's just like, well, I've got to put the video up. I mean, I don't see this going badly for us. Again, at some point, this would have just been the most desperate fight for existence. I mean, I remember sort of having matches where it's just everything was a fighting retreat. You're just backing off, firing behind you, hoping that the fire's going to work, or you get a lucky shot in, and now we just got a literal firing line there with Yumiko's leadership skill, just standing there, mowing them down like wheat to a scythe. Alright, anyway, there you go. We completed the distance on Nightmare again. We lost 2 people, but then we were taking a bit of a chance trying to do it with a close combat setup. I'm probably just going to keep on doing that. I have completed it with close combat characters. We're going to keep on pushing to do that, I think. But for the meantime, thank you very much for watching.